Hello everyone! My name is Stephen Martin. Today we are going to be working on Craftsone. I almost said Minimal Realms. Is there a difference? Who knows? Today we're going to be doing plants. We have plants already, as you can see. However, they're not very complex. There's only trees. And they grow. If you look to my right, there's a little weak yellow tree. But as the days pass, they grow. Everything grows, which is good. I'm going to be starting on that now. Just telling someone that I am streaming, so I'm going to be replying to them slowly. Okay, so where are we doing the plants right now? We'll generate. We are generating the plants here. We're generating roughly 5 trees. So let's work on the trees a little bit more first. Actually, no, let's work on grass. Because trees are kind of complex, we want to do roots and we want to do fruit, things like that. But firstly, let's just get grass, something that's simpler, so that we can have a baseline for something that is very simple. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's generate 3 different types of grass to start out. Okay. So we're going to go to a tree, which is here. We're going to make a new plant type called grass. Imagine that. Okay. We're going to go into plant generate. I'm going to copy the tree, and yeah, there's a few different the way that it works right now is that we choose a list of characters for the tree to grow. We choose a list of colors. As the tree grows, it changes its colors. We generate a name. We give it a material. Okay. Okay. So this is all a little bit rough. I kind of want to actually tweak how this works in the original tree right now. This is all right. I mean, this is going to be how it has to be. This, however, is not that good. I'd like to be able to generate colors in a different way. So let's go up to, let's do def color. Okay, we're going to say def color generate. And this, we're going to provide like a base color, I guess. And then, well, let's call color mute. Let's make a color mutate. Base color and mutation amount. We're going to return. We're going to say return, and we'll say base color 0 plus random range. We'll say minus mutation amount, and we'll do that twice more. Now what this is going to allow us to do is, where is it? Is instead of generating the colors this way, because this is really not even generating them, we can say, oh, I actually have an interesting idea. So we'll say base color equals this. We're going to give it a base color. It's going to be, I don't know, we'll say, whatever, 128, 128, I don't know, 255, 128. It's going to be like a pretty nice green color. Actually, just real quick, let's see what that, yeah, we'll see what that looks like this. I'd like to see that. Oops. before we even do the grass. This is like the baseline color for a tree. That's what this is going to be. And we'll make some weird colored trees. Make some blue trees, we'll make some pink trees, but this is the baseline. Oops, what keeps happening? Oh, yeah, 0. Okay, hang on a minute. No, whatever, it's fine. We're just going to say by 30, whatever. We're mutating the color by 30. Why will that not work? Material name. Because we're actually, okay. Let's stop generating grass right now because there is no grass. I was trying to place grass and there's actually no information for the grass. Okay, that's a fine color. Whatever. I'm not going to be picky about that right now. Okay, so that's the base color, and then we're going to mutate the base color with every growth iteration by, I don't know, 25. And that should give us a pretty mutated color. Ooh, we're in the water. There's no land in sight, it looks like. Okay, down is going to be our best bet. These all seem the same. 0, 2, 55, 0 green to me right now. Why is that? Okay, what if I make them very red? If I just make the trees completely red, what's going to happen? Is it actually going to make them red? Or is something else control? Something else is controlling the color. Why is that? Okay. Is it the... that could be it. Is the material's color screwing with us? Nope. However, let's make that brown. Okay. Anyway, why is... Okay, is a plant green by default? Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I think. Let's go here. I think that a plant by default is that green. It's not actually getting the color. So if we change the plant's default color, does that change it? Yes, okay. Okay, makes sense. So in the plant system, I don't think it's setting the graphics. Nope, it is not. Okay, there we go. That should be a lot better now. It's not. It's the same. Graphics, chart, color. That's definitely what that is called. Wait a minute. That was the problem, I believe. And now we have the same color trees again. Nice. I don't understand that. List. We're giving it the color list. What is this being set to? Graphics, chart. It's F color. That is working. It's just not. There's a front and a back color for every entity, and I want to set the F color. Now it's printing so much information that it's freaking out on me. It's probably going to crash the editor. Come on. Yep. Okay. Wish that wouldn't happen. Okay. So we should be in business now, although I've thought that about 10 times now. Every single time that I launch the game, I think it's going to be fine. Fairly certain it's going to be now, though. Ooh, 2 instances of the game. Oh god, okay. Just please work. Interesting. Okay. Is it? Oh, I think I know what it is. I think that the colors that we're getting are out of range. They're like out of the 255 0 range. So we'll say clamp 0 255. Easy fix. There's 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, we are in the water. Go down. Okay. We are in business. We have plants that, yeah, grow and whatnot, and have this nice green color. Okay, I think they need to mutate more, though. Let's do this. I'm not going to get too caught up on this. I can't. I need to just keep going. Let's do this. We're going to do a nice middle ground green. And we'll make them mutate. Yeah, 50. 25 is probably fine. Seems alright. And we could actually just do random range. We'll say 0 to 50. I don't know. And then we'll say 128, 255. That should give us some more variety. And then later on we'll make cases where the trees can be very brightly colored. Yeah, these are fine. These are different enough for now. Well, okay, let's do this. If chance 10 else. Okay, in this case, we're going to pick a completely random color. And honestly, we don't even need to mutate this right now. Okay, and we're going to pick a totally random color, 128, 255. Let's just say 50. Yep. This could be anything. There's only a 10% chance of that happening right now. Okay, see if we get anything strange. Cool, so we got a few these really white trees. That's pretty cool. Try one more time, a couple more times maybe. They're all mostly green in this case. We might get some kind of weird trees this way, but it's alright. I mean, okay. Let's just see what the breadth of possibility is. We're going to do weird colors all the time. Okay. Alright. Color list is mutates. It's good. The name is totally random. The wood color needs to be mutated. Okay, and then I'll do 50 or 64. That's a little bit better. Okay, cool. We got the trees better. Not amazing, but better. Okay. All right, plant. Oh no, grass. Okay, and we want to go to grass. We're gonna generate 3 types of grass. We need to make it so that the plants only update every day, because right now they're updating way too much, but we'll get on that in a minute. Alright, grass. We'll just do a few different types here. do that. Do that type. We'll do, what are my options here? We can do this. We can do that. Just try those. That same grass color is fine. Grass name is going to be fiber. It's going to be the exact same color as the mature grass. So we'll say that -1. This is called fiber. Okay. Cool. We're good. We're just gonna make a name generator for the grass. It's gonna be right here. Well, we can do it here. And let's just say freaking, I don't know. We'll just copy this. Grass. And we'll say string line hair leaf leaves time. Okay, whatever. And we'll get some grass up in here. Cool. Now we have grasses. Big purple grass. Big purple grass. Big blue grass, whatever. Names don't matter right now. Alright. So let's make we need to make another update type. Okay, we're going to say daily. Okay, plant. It's going to be right here. Its update type is daily. Entity update kind equals. Cool. And then when we call world chunks update, we should probably pass an update type. Where am I doing that? I'm doing that here. Okay. Where is that happening? Chunk update. Chunk generate. That's not what I want. I want this. Okay, perfect. Key D. Where am I saying that? Right here. Okay. World day. Next, we're going to update the chunks here. We're going to update them normal turn. We're also going to update them with daily. Cool. Now plants should only update once a day because they really do not need to update any more than that. Okay. Okay, I see the problem. When we first... That's okay. When we're first generating the world, are we... okay, so we can turn daily. That's fine. We don't need to update the never type. Cool. Okay. That runs quite well. We're not updating the plants at all, except every day. Let's quickly add the random movement component to the plants. And just make sure that they're not updating every turn. Okay. day passes, day passes, day passes. Look at those moving little plants. Very cute. Okay. Let's not do that. Cool. All right. So now that we have two different types of plant, we can do a few things. Well, the first thing we need to do is set up environment stuff. The plants need to want to be in certain environments. Okay. So we'll do the tree first. Okay, so we're going to say plant generate needs. We're going to say plant, and then we'll say def plant generate needs plant. Then we'll say elevation, temperature, rainfall. Cool. Plant needs elevation equals, and then we're going to give it a range from how will this work? Okay, random range. We'll say elevation 0, elevation 1, and we'll say it's the same thing. We'll say sorted. Cool. And we'll go boop boop. Needs temperature. Cool. Okay. That should be nice. We'll say elevation equal is I guess we'll say 0 to 1. Why not? Or we'll say 2.251. That seems fine. Same with the temperature. Same with the rainfall. Let's say that it's 33 rainfall to 1. Okay. Nice. That should be good. We need to check a plant's fitness. Plant frequency equals 1. That's going to be something that kind of controls how often something, like how many of something there is on average in a given area. Like grass will have a higher frequency than like mushrooms, for example. Okay, we need to do this now to the grass. The grass will be a little hardier. It'll have a higher frequency of 3, no, let's say 4, no, 3. Whatever. Elevation's fine. We can go a little bit more in each direction. Temperature can probably go higher. Rainfall can probably go slightly lower. Okay. Frequency's 3. Cool. That's fine. And we should probably, okay. We could also give it a range. Elevation range equals elevation difference equals, I will say, at least 0.4. Well, let's not mess with that stuff yet. Okay. Well, that'll be later on. We'll tweak that later on. Let's kind of keep things rolling. All right. Now that that's rolling, we can get a plant's fitness. We'll say def plant get fitness. 2 T's? No. Plant XY. Okay. So we're to get all the. It's kind of a lot of information to get here. Okay, we're gonna pass. Let's see, elevation, temperature, rainfall. Okay, it's gonna be the best. And now, ooh, okay, so this was a really difficult problem that I had to solve, and I solved it in walk. So let's go into walk and solve it. I'll just copy and paste our code, because we had some kind of really weird calculation to. I had to ask for help with it. It was kind of complicated. It basically just calculated the fitness of a plant given the environment and the plant's attributes. And it was just this little equation, but it was tricky. So I'd rather not come up with it again. I would rather steal it from walk. Maybe we'll play a quick game of walk, shall we? It's called a Middle Realms though, but let's get the equation first. No idea where it is. I'm sure there's a function called like plant get fitness or something. Plants, species, get condition compatibility. Okay, cool. Sure. See, this is the tricky one. Okay, so now we'll go back into here. We'll say def get get f get fit, and then we'll say, Jesus, this is kind of a lot. Okay, midpoint equals. We do have to have the range. We'll say fit range value. Yeah. Con range con. Sure. Okay. Midpoint. Boop, 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 con. It's a bunch of problems. Okay, we can't not do that. Elif. Okay, that should be Python code now. Okay. And now we can get the fitness. But also, how am I actually... Oh, okay, that's pretty simple. So now, what we can do is we say, set, okay, fitness equals 0. Fitness plus equals get fit, and we'll say the plant needs, is it needs or need? It is needs, correct? Yes. Needs elevation, and we'll say elevation. Temperature, rainfall, fantastic. And then we'll divide by 3, return fitness, return, boop. Do we multiply it by its hardiness or something? I think we do that. Let's just hop in walk for a second. Haven't been in here many months. Very nice. Can't believe I actually made this, jeez. Pretty nice. Okay. Alright, thank you, Middle Realms / walk for your code. Okay. So now we can calculate a plant's fitness. Fantastic. Well, all we have to do now is I have an idea. Okay, this will be good. This will save us a lot of time. When we are def chunk generate. Okay, soil first of all. Soil doesn't matter. Liquid doesn't matter. Plants don't. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really. Whatever. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is get conditions elevation equals world get elevation percentage. We're always going to do this. It's always going to be the percentage. Temperature. I want the percentage. Okay. Now we're going to calculate fitness, and we're going to say fitness equals plant get fitness plant elevation temperature rainfall, and then we're going to say plant frequency times fitness. Okay, same number. Okay, number. Cool. We just gotta edit the frequency now for the grass and the trees. Let's do 8, and the grass will be 32. That might be way too much. We'll see. We will see. This will take a lot of balancing. So honestly, we're pretty much gonna have to just do it and then say, okay, we'll see what happens, because it's gonna be a while before we know what seems usual, really. Where's that? Wait, what? Don't we always... What? Within range. Don't we have to give this a... They have to be integers? Hang on a second. Because I didn't know I had to do an integer for that. I mean, I can just... Okay, I'll have to just make a... It's fine. Let's see here. We'll say plus random.rand range. I'll say 0 to 1. So first of all, let's oh, I know what we can do. Okay, this is easy. Times 100. Times 100. Easy peasy. Let's just floor this first. Okay. Easy peasy. Nope, it's not. It's worse. No, I know what to do. Do that. Okay, cool. Still nothing. Oh, there's no thing called seal. Okay, well, time to make it. Okay, oh, this is called seal. Okay, that worked, I believe. Okay, there are no plants here. I'm teleporting around the world randomly. Ugh, it always puts me in so much water. There's so much water in the world, it's insane. I need to make this look for land. Whenever I teleport, it needs to check for land. Okay, let's just make that a feature. Key T. And we'll say... x, y equals, we'll say if world get world position, yep. Okay. Now we'll always teleport on land. Okay, at least we had plants, I think. Yeah. Okay, and def generate float object inventories. Okay. Oh, is it what? Is it the color? It must be the color, right? What? Let's print out our color. What are our colors? There, is that not allowed though? I mean, I thought that that was okay. But maybe it isn't. Okay, so we'll say plant. Or we'll just say color mutate. But I think I'm calling rand int. Random range. It probably has to be irandom range. That's probably the problem. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So that really does. It really does slow down everything, doesn't it? That's okay. Very cool. Man, that's ugly. Alright, so let's do a few things here. It takes a very, very, very long time to get to the chunks elevation. So let's first, when we first, what is it, this? Yes. We get the elevation where? Somewhere here, I believe. So let's say, elevation equals world get elevation. Real x, real y. We'll say okay, chunk elevation, and then we'll say if this is equal to or lower than world get sea level. Okay, so that saves us from having to get the elevation. So that's cool. Boop. And we never get the temperature before now. So that should save quite a bit of time. Man, it's still slow though. Let's see here, soil, we really don't need to. Let's just say this is like, say this is like really low. Say that's 1. No, we don't actually get the Varani noise. Should speed things up a tad. It's a little faster. It's all right. We'll figure it out. It's not gonna make it. That one's not gonna make a big difference. Yeah, we could just do. $10 of those, 30 of those. That'll be a little bit faster. Okay. Also, when we're getting the elevation, we could just use a much smaller frequency, but then things will be weirder. What happened? Never seen that error. Is that just a one-off? Okay. It's not really any faster. That's okay. It's alright. We'll figure out what's taking so long. I don't think it's the plants, though. I don't think that's taking up much time. No, it's not at all. So that's good, at least. Is it the liquid that's taking most of the time? Oh, no. Okay, let's not do that either. It's probably the liquid that's taking most of the time. Yeah, for sure. Okay, at least we know where we need to speed up. So one thing that we could do is, this is an idea. So we'll get the base elevation. And this will be at chunk. We'll say, actually, we could just steal this right here. So we're getting the average elevation of the chunk. And what we can do is we can say if the elevation is lower or equal to, we'll get sea level plus, we'll say like 5. We only even try to do that. We only even try to check the elevation if, oh yeah, that's a lot faster. Cool. If we're near the sea level end. Also, are we, yep, great. Let's take a look at this. Where's the nearest water to us? It's right there. Let's go back. Let's do a different word. I'll just teleport. That's fine. Okay. I don't really know why it's being strange all of a sudden. I did something. Let's just go back to okay. Let us just say heck to that. We'll just say or true. Because something is weird about the water right now. Okay, that looks better. Down here, there's water. At least there should be. Hello there, spooky spooky. Spelt unconventionally. How are you doing? Okay, so this water looks fine. It's a little bit weird, but it's whatever. It is what it is. It's alright. Wish it's a little smoother. Like, I don't really get why it's a little bit funky, but you know, it is what it is. It's fine. So let's say if it's yeah, new project, Craftsone crafting game. Welcome back to the stream. I'm glad to have you back. Right now I'm just working on trying to kind of optimize how the water is being generated a little bit. Why am I not teleporting? Can I teleport, please? Okay, there we go. I'm working on the water generating because it's just really slow. Where's the nearest water source to me? It is up and to the right, I suppose. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Nothing too crazy. But I'm more so working on plants. Okay, here's water. So this looks fine. This water looks pretty cool. It's a little bit weird, but it's, you know, it's fine. Some decent optimization. We'll do 8. Cool. Okay, back to the plants. I think that one issue, because the plants don't immediately seem to be spawning quite properly, I think it's because it is incredibly hot at the equator. And it seems like it's incredibly hot everywhere, pretty much. We have to modify that a little bit. So we're going to go to draw map. First of all, let's say, where's this? We draw map. Temperature. We want it to go from, let's say, merge color. How have you been? Spooky, spooky. We're going to say color, blend. And we'll make a color, we'll say at its hottest, or no. At its coldest, it'll be 0, 255, 255. At its hottest, we'll say it is 255, 128, and 255, 128, 0 by temperature. Okay. Why is it green? It shouldn't really be green. It's like a yellow. I was hoping for more of it. I guess, yeah, I'd have to be more like that. 64 there. Yeah, because the equator is kind of, it's being a little bit strange to me. Okay, that's better. Okay, it's slightly better. It's just too hot right at the equator. Okay, how am I teleporting again? Hitting T somewhere. Key T. Okay, and we'll set our position to there. Oh wait. Oh, I see. Okay. Player generate. Let's not spawn right in the middle of the world anymore. It's frustrating. Say. Set position. Oh, fan art. From what? Let's say we'll just set the player's position like this. And we'll check the player's position like this. That should be a little bit better. Oh, okay, cool. We should send a picture in the Discord. Why did that not want to work? What happened here? Ah, the indentation is off. So where am I right now? It's quite hot here. There should be plants here, I think. Maybe it's too deserty here. No, it should be fine. See the rainfall. God, this calculation is slow. Yeah, it's plenty wet here. What are you doing, plants? You know what we need? Okay, I know what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem is. Well, maybe possibly. I'm only generating like a couple of different plants. I need to be generating like more in the 30s, like 30 trees, 16 types of grass. We'll do 32 trees. That's gonna be better because there's a much. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's an issue of whatever. It's fine. Okay, there should be plants here for sure. I think I'm just making them a little bit too to 48 trees, 24 grass. And I think what's happening is it's just generating too much of a small. Okay, I'm going to set its hardiness. So we'll say, well, plant hardiness. Well, maybe hardiness isn't the best word. Let's see here. No, okay, it's the ideal word actually. Hardiness equals, oops, and we'll say random range, and we'll go from 0.75 to 2. Okay, 2, 2, 2. Same here. Grass can be even hardier, I guess. And then when we're checking the fitness, we can say fitness plus equals or times equals plant hardness. Now we're going to clamp. Fitness equals clamp. Okay. Cool, cool. See what we get now. We get a bunch of errors because can't divide anything by 0. How did I fix that before? I'm doing apps. Yeah, I guess it should be, let's say max 1, I guess. This game is okay, it's kind of twofold. For one, initially it is going to be a survival game. It's first going to be a survival game where you gotta get food and water, build a house, grow crops, that kind of thing. As soon as that's good and fun, I'm going to start adding other civilizations, and you're going to go around and trade with people. The whole idea for the game is that you're like a trader. This is a very good... Oh, well, maybe this might be too wet here. Okay, yeah, the plants definitely have to be able to do... I don't understand this. Oh, wait a minute. Are we still doing like a random chance? Generate. Oops. Are we still doing a random chance when we're... No, we're not. So the number is always like... we should be sealing it maybe first of all. Yeah, it should be working. Let's teleport around a little bit. No plants anywhere in the world. Are we... Okay, we are good. Let's check the number. We'll print the number. Print goodness. See what we're getting. It might just be an issue with the calculator. Okay, that's not right. That cannot be right. The fitness is 0 for all of them. Why is that? Fitness equals 0, plus equals that, times equals hardiness. Okay, so let's see what it is in a few different stages. Okay. And there's already some pretty cool... Oh, wow. Okay, there is a definite issue here. We're getting tons of... What? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's way off. Something is way off. Okay, first of all, let's just try this, I guess. Because, like... No, this is way off. Why is that so freaking off? We're getting the percentages, correct? Let's print out this data here. These all need to be between 0 and 1. If they're not, then that's the problem. They are not. The elevation is way off. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. That was the problem we were having. Elevation equals chunk elevation. We don't want that. We want the percentage. We need the percentage, not the actual elevation. That was probably the entire problem, because it was wanting like its fitness was checking for an elevation within 0 and 1, but the elevation was like way up in the 50s. So okay, much more reasonable. What kind of environment are we in right now? Let's see here. Okay, it is pretty temperate, and rainfall is I'm in soil still. Wait, is that actually accurate? No. Come on. Quite good. So it is extremely, that was like a very jungly environment. Oh, let's not print so much stuff anymore. It's probably really dragging down the generation time. Where print? Okay, yeah. So let's see what we're getting now on average. So that was a stupid issue. I'm really glad that worked. We're probably going to get a few too many right now where everything is. And also we need to print out the environmental data real quick. It's kind of, yeah, let's see here. Let's do this in the sidebar. We never use the sidebar. Draw sidebar, cool. So we'll say draw string. We'll say panel X, this one, panel Y, this one. We'll say, first we'll do elevation, L-E, format. World get elevation percentage. We'll just do the raw elevation here. Well, the percentage will honestly be more useful for me. And we'll say, let's see, player position X, player position Y, player equals player get. Okay, and then we get the temperature and the rainfall. And that is going to be temperature and rainfall. Okay, so we get here. Oh, we get an error. That's the problem. We give it a position, world elevation percentage. I don't understand the syntax error. Format. We're missing a set of brackets. Whoa. Okay, well, that's an extremely precise number there. Wow, that's really a lot. Okay, well, we'll just worry about the first here. Let's do this. I don't really want that level of precision. So we're going to say, okay, there. I'm going to say 0 to 6. Okay. I'll do that with all of them. Okay. Because that was a lot. That's too many numbers for me to even focus on at all. So that's better. Cool. Okay. So, and honestly, let's just do the, okay, hang on, 4, because I only need like those first 2 numbers. After that, it just loses all of its meaningfulness to me. Okay, that's reasonable. So we have extremely high rainfall. So this is quite a hot environment. There's lots of plants. We're going to just teleport around and observe. Okay, again, very high rainfall, very high temperature, mid-level elevation. Okay, medium rainfall, very high temperature still. High rainfall, medium temperature, cool. Medium elevation. Okay. So, I've never seen those pink plants. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I think that one of the issues here, is that it's always pretty fertile. There's always a very high level of rainfall. Yep, that's one of the problems here. It's also very hot all the time. So when we get the rainfall, we just got to calculate it slightly differently. Rainfall, there it is. We should go 60. Okay, that's some pretty stuff there. Okay. There's just a lot of plants. I think an issue is that there's too many plants, probably. Well, maybe not. Let's just go down to generate tree. Let's make this range. Let's get the hardiness not so crazy. Yeah, that's more reasonable. Honestly, let's just do this. That's fine. I don't even really want hardiness right now anyway. And then, yeah, that's fine. Frequency is way too high, way too high. Well, that's optimally. Yeah, that's probably fine. 32 is way too much, though, I think. Okay, so this is like a pretty, yeah, this is still quite dense, in my opinion. It's extremely hot right here. So right now it's pretty proportionate to the rainfall. The higher the rainfall, generally there's a lot more plants. I just think on average there's too much rainfall. I can't find anywhere that's like a desert. It's very wet all the time. Is that water not animating? Okay. I think there's too many plants when it comes to actual like biodiversity. Okay, we'll do 24 plants, 8 types of grass. 8 different types of grass is a lot. And hopefully this will kind of snub things a bit. Let's see. First off, this does seem a lot more reasonable, at least so far with where I've been. I think these plants should desire higher rainfall. And like I said before, this is going to kind of need a lot of iteration. Rainfall, we need at least 5% rainfall, or 50% rainfall. Let's do 40%. We need at least 5. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need, whatever. Okay. Okay. rain everywhere. Can't escape the rain. We go even. Yeah, that's just too much. 240 maybe might be better. 5% rainfall, that seems okay. Or 50%, 90%, 80%, 25%. Okay, yeah, this is getting a better range of diversity here. Feels like, you know, though, we need the trees to look like trees. That's the problem here. It's making it just look like a bunch of bushes. We need the final character to be that. Okay, and then we will, we've got to generate the bark color. Say wood color. And then say, boop. Cool. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, that looks, they're clearly trees now. Cool, and the wood color is pretty diverse and neat, so that's good. I think that I'm going to want to do a canopy around the trees. Yeah, it's fine. Let's have a bunch of days pass. Cool. That's pretty cool. Maybe we don't want there to always be big ones. I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. It really does not matter. Well, it kind of does. Let's just make this one adjustment, and we're going to stop. We're going to stop working on the details. Cool. All right. So what we want to do now, one of the needs we want is to be, okay, this looks nice. This is, let's kind of see what else we can get. Oh, it zooms faster right now. Not sure why that is. One of the things we're going to want to check is aquaticness, right? Like how, if a plant is aquatic or not. So we want to have seaweeds in plants that grow right next to the water. Let's quickly liven things up a little bit with flower. Well, no, because I want to go with herbaceous stuff. It's going to be a little convoluted. We'll get to that. Okay. We want to do seaweed, or deaf plant generate. Seagrass. It's going to be exactly like the grass, except it's going to be aquatic. Yep, everything's the same except it's aquatic. So we need to put plant is aquatic equals true. And by default, that's going to be set off. You know, this needs to be heavily changed too. And, well, yeah, okay. Because this has never been changed. So let's go down to where's trees happening. Trees are here. This could be like a lot. This could be like 50, like, I don't know, 80 to like 400. Now that's kind of a lot though in game. We'll do 40 to 80. Okay. And then for grass, wait, that's for grass. Oh. 14 to 30, no, 8 to 30 to 24. Why not? Okay. Trees. Oop, cool. And seagrass. We'll just make the same. Okay. All right. We kind of need some positioners for the plants. The plant positioner, normal. Okay. We'll say chunk and plant. Okay, that's literally going to be so. Plant positioner, water, chunk, plant. Okay, and we can go up into def chunk generate plant plants. And what's the default? Okay, it's that. Cool. X, Y equals plant positioner, chunk, plant. Okay. If X and Y, we do that. Okay, cool. Put on here. Where is it? Here. Okay. So I'm going to say wow. Ooh. Cool. And then this one is similar. Only we say if if there is only one entity here, and entity with component at, or say XY liquid. Okay, that should be fantastic. And then in here, say plant positioner equals plant positioner normal. That's going to be the same for the grass. But the seagrass is going to have the water one. Okay. Oops. Water. Okay, cool. Let's give that a shot, see what happens. Ah, shoot. No, I know what's happening right now. That's not good. It's not going to ever stop looking. So we're going to say for index in the range, we'll check 100 times. Not too many. And then we'll do the same thing here. Down here. Return 0, 0. Okay. Because we were looking for water, and there was none, and it just kept looking forever. Okay, that's better. So we're going to teleport around until we find some water. Ooh, white grass is kind of cool. Pink saplings. Okay, here's some water. Is there any seagrass in there? I don't think I'm going to be able to tell because... Oh, well, you know what? Let's just add in a... Whoa! Look at the frickin' trees here. Oh, I know why that is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt this one time. We attempt that once. We're not going to... Yeah, okay, never mind. We're not going to loop at all. Okay, let's add in a system that looks horrible. We're going to draw the view, and what we're going to do is entity list. Okay, and the entity is going to be, well, it's going to be entity list, and we're going to say game timer mod mod length entity list -1. I think it's going to flash extremely quickly, so that's not going to be the best. This is not going to be the best. I want to slow that down somehow by probably whoa there. Count to 5 is 0. No, it just has to be that then. Okay. Now if we walk on it, okay, see how it flashes. That's okay. It's just too fast. So we're gonna floor this by like a lot. Or no, we're gonna divide it by like. That works. Then we're gonna floor it. That should slow it, make it 10 times slower. That's good. Okay. Let's go look for some seagrass, shall we? Whoa. So if I go in the water, I flash, right? Okay, so there's no seagrass yet in here. And there probably should be. So why is there not? Let's check out the positioner for the water. It has this positioner, correct. Frequency is quite high. It is aquatic, which honestly doesn't matter right now. Let's not check that. Let's check that. I'm noticing some strange patterns occurring, which is not great. There's no. Oops. Well, actually, there might have been there. No seagrass. Why is that not wanting to generate? Okay, we're gonna search. It's not even searching for it. Okay. Oh! I know why. I'm a freaking moron. It's because we're not actually generating any of it. It'll almost certainly be the cause. Okay. Let's try that again. I was never attempting it ever, because there wasn't even any being generated. Like, there was no species of anything being generated. Idiot. Okay. Get near some water. Perfect. And the flashing makes it look absolutely awful. But it's a start, that's for sure. And if I get on here, it will flash between all of us. Correct? Cool, okay. Well, hey, it's pretty cool that we got that working. Oh, and also... we have to make sure that it's not going to be... I want the length of this to be equal to 1. That should still work, correct? Fantastic. Okay. Well, that's quite exciting. We have grass, the water. Okay. Although, hey, just notice something. Yeah, the water's not animating. I don't think it's been animating this entire time, actually. What's the dealio with that? Water definitely has animation. We are animating everything. Why is that not happening? Are we not doing something? Animating. Okay. If not, if entity print. Oh, wait a minute. No, print animate. Oh, that does not going to spell animate, but that's fine. Yeah. So it's all right. I'll get it to stop flashing. I'll get them to only draw over top of the water, but I'll have to kind of wait for another system to be in place for that. It's not a big deal. Okay, so why is that not working? Because the water should be animating. It's saying animate. Yeah, it's definitely, the water's definitely trying to animate. Oh, wait a minute though. Was there any water there at all? No, okay. And then if there's water, it says animate, correct? Ah. Where's the water? Okay, but it's not animating. So can you animate, please? Am I not changing the right fields? Okay, yeah, it's animating over here. Although, is it? Because... What if we don't do that? Is that going to give me an error, graphics? No, that's fine. What the heck? Okay. Why is that happening? It's like it's picking the same... It's like it keeps randomly choosing the exact same values. Let's just walk for a second. Yeah, look at these weird patterns that emerge. It's not good. We don't want that. Animate, damn it! I think there's a random seed getting set, like before. No, that shouldn't make any difference. There's not a random seed being set, I don't think. Is it because water never updates? Is that the problem? Shouldn't make a difference. If it's animating, it's animating. Let's say entity, graphics, char, glyph, or say f color equals. Let's make the water red before it is animating. Okay. Let's make the water red after it is animating. Okay, that doesn't work either. What the heck? Why does this happen? Is there a system in play? No, there's not. What the heck? Is that the correct graphics? Character, F color. Okay. Draw view. What are we drawing? We are drawing the graphics character F color. Okay. Let's not animate them. They are not animating now. We are just setting their F color to red. Okay. We print out entity's name, which should just be water. get to some water. Okay, it is definitely water. And so why can I not change anything? Entities. When else are we animating? Entity animate. Okay, that happens when it's created, when we first generate the chunk, and then it happens there. That doesn't even happen. That's just defining the function. This is the biggest problem I've ever had with this game so far. Why does it not want to work? That is very strange. I don't know when it stopped animating. Does the water lose its component? No, because it keeps printing. Does it just continuously do it? If I... Okay, hey now it's not doing it. So does water not have an animation component? It does. I mean, it definitely should, because okay. Hey though, you know what? Print entity ID. I might know the problem. Okay. 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 So first of all, what? First of all, what? You know what? Okay, first of all, player controller. I want to be able to wait. Wait. If input get wait key wait says log send message send wait. Okay. Key wait space. Now we can wait a turn. It's only affecting a couple of... Okay. It's selecting... Okay. There's some kind of random set seed. This is being called... Okay. Okay. I just understood. I think. Possibly. It's still only selecting the same entities, though. This is the... selecting the same random entities. Are we like generating chunks more than once or something? Is that a thing that's happening? I don't know. I don't think so. Just double check that we're not going to be generating multiple chunks or anything. It's definitely not happening. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was not quite right. Okay. So it's as if I am this should be a trivial task. This should not be something that's this difficult to manage. Camera X, camera Y. That's working properly. So what if we just draw something? Let's say, no, it won't even work. Shoot. I'm still not getting this, you guys. I'm for real failing right now at being a competent programmer. Like, A, this should be happening regardless if I'm moving or not. It's just selecting the same one over and over and over again. My random range 0 to the width, which is definitely something. Let's just say 40 just to be safe. It's still not happening. It definitely should be. Not the problem. X, Y, X, Y. That takes a real position, correct? Of course it does. Ooh, animation component. Are we getting the same output every time? I'll print this. Or we're just going to get the exact same output? Yes, we are. Okay. Something is being set every single round. Every single, that's print. Is it going to print that every single frame? It is not. So, oh my, okay, no, it's definitely not. So then, why? Is it when we're at water? It's hard to actually tell. Okay. No, it's definitely not. How is this state being? How is this state being changed then? I know what we'll do. Inside of this method, I will say that. Okay. Okay, something is setting it every round. Why and what? Okay, random set seed. Where is it happening? Game logic and library. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, know what's causing it now. It all makes sense now. It's because I am... It's because I am setting... I think. Hang on a minute. Let's just not say set anymore. I'm setting the frame every single turn because I'm drawing the sidebar. Or I'm setting the seed. Yeah, hang on a second. I don't know if the seed resetting it, if I'm just setting it or I'm resetting it. Let's see. Definitely resetting it? Okay, that's super annoying. I need to rewrite my random number generator. I mean, at the very least, we can test this. We stop doing that. Everything should work again. Yes. So if we go to where are you? You are right here. Instead we call entity animate, we call entity. We do this 16 times. Have some water, please. I must be close to water. Okay, right up above us. Look at these patterns. This is so strange. Okay, we have animating water again. Whew. So there's a fundamental issue with my random number generator. Every time I set the seed, it resets the state of the whole generator back to that seed. The problem with that is, like, I don't know, maybe I don't have to rewrite it. Maybe I just have to think of it differently. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to stop streaming right now. Thank you guys for watching. We got the plants going a lot better. I'm going to work on doing fruits, more complicated plant parts pretty soon. And then, yeah, we'll get back to the crafting and whatnot. Thanks for watching, you guys.